Hey everybody, this is Riff. How you doing out there? I hope everybody's doing great today. Today I thought I'd show you this cool little 6-wheel crawler called the FMS Atlas 6x6. I really like the body style of it. It's a lot like my RGT Crusher. It's got kind of a Dodge Power Wagon look, and I really love that old style retro look. So I wanted to get this for a long time, so I'm glad I finally brought it to the channel. I did order the red one, and let's take a look at it. It's got a true ladder frame chassis, 6x6 all-wheel drive system, high torque transmission, high grip tires, 1-inch beadlock rims. I do believe they're plastic, but they are beadlock. Waterproof electronics, nice little scale details, and no body pins on the outside, which, as all of you know, I really love that. It's got kind of a matte paint job. It does have a LED kit already installed. I love that too. 55 turn high torque motor, which is a pretty speedy motor for something this size, and pretty torquey, I'm sure. Let's take a look at it. Introducing the FMS 1/18 Atlas 6x6, the perfect blend of modern chassis design and old school cool. I'd have to agree with that. Despite its compact footprint, the Atlas 6x6 is a robust crawler with features usually found on much larger vehicles. The specially designed high torque gearbox delivers the torque of the 55 turn motor to all 6 of its wheels via a proven 6x6 drive system. Expert tuned spring shocks allowed the vehicle to articulate, while the anodized aluminum chassis rails maintain chassis stiffness. Soft big block tires on beadlock give the vehicle maximum traction over challenging terrain. See a puddle ahead? Drive on with confidence. Waterproof electronics package. The Atlas can operate in shallow water without breaking the sweat. Pre-installed auxiliary power on the receiver allowed for easy installation of FPV systems or lighting packs. Oh, that's cool. In case you want to stick a little camera inside the cab or something, get that first person view. Okay, let's open this up. Tried to slide this sleeve off earlier, and it was so tight it just wasn't having it. Wouldn't budge. Now I do have to say, I really love this reusable box that it comes in. That is nice. Oh, I see, it's got little grips to kind of pull on the side there. Well, I'll give them that. FMS does some seriously nice packaging. Okay, we've got We've got the bag with the instruction manual, some extra springs, which I'm probably sure are different weight, you know, like stiffer or softer. A tool, screwdriver, bind plug, and the manual in that bag. This is just a grant of something or other that has nothing to do with this. Oh, it's got this little remote. I love these things. Yeah, I've got several of these. They come with the Hobby Plus models, and also with my little tiny the ones that are like Hot Wheels size. Those also have these. These are great little transmitter. They don't let the size fool you. These things are very, very nice. They have good range, and you can actually do a lot of they look simple, but you can even do like endpoints and all that stuff on here. There's like a series of, you know, clicks and stuff you have to do, but you can do a lot with this. It's far better than what it appears, and frankly, I love the compact size of these. It's easy to steer one-handed with these. They're not heavy, and they have a nice foam wheel. These are great transmitters. I've actually considered getting these for some of my full-size rigs because they're just so nice, especially with crawlers. You don't need a big giant, you know, transmitter for crawlers because you're not driving them really far away from you. But yeah, these are a great transmitter. I think they run on, what is it? You just press that button on there and slide it out. I think they run on AAA. Oh wow, this has batteries in it. Yeah, four AAAs is what it uses. And I believe I had already put these batteries in it a while back because I knew I was going to do this review soon, or fairly soon, and it's just been a while and I forgot that I had put them in there because it took longer than what I thought it was going to take to put them in to do the video. Yeah, very nice. And then we have the truck itself. Wow. Let's take a look at this beauty. Very nice. Like the RGT Crusher, it's got some of these really nice details on it. Like the lights, the windows, wipers, stacks, actual usable tire. There's even a little toolbox on the bed. And I'm pretty sure that that thing actually opens up too. Yes, it does. The toolbox opens up. There's a rack behind the windows there. You mount some things onto that. See what the suspension feels like. It's a little bouncy, of course, because it is sprung with friction springs, but for a vehicle this kind of small, the friction springs actually work out pretty well, especially if if they're rated for whatever you're, you know, the weight you're running on it. Sometimes they work out really well. And I think I did read somewhere that this model uses bushings instead of bearings, but you know, that's not really a big deal. And in some cases, I think it's actually preferable. And I'll tell you why. If you're going to drive in some water and mud and things like that with these little crawlers, you know, bearings, unless you take this thing apart after you bring it back and dry it out really good and re-lube everything's going to start rusting like crazy. You have bushings, that's not an issue. You know, the brass bushings, you know, they don't rust like that. You can just dry it off really well and not worry about it. And you don't have to worry about them getting locked up and froze up and filled with dirt and goo and stuff. So in some situations, I think the bushings can be better. That's the bottom. Hope you can see that okay. Just get the telescopic shafts. Let's see, how do you open the cab? Oh, very slick. The cab is magnet mounted. Now, oh, the battery's already in there. They have it mounted with little elastic, I don't know if you can see that or not, little elastic straps. There they are, these little red straps. And the angle of this makes it kind of difficult, you know, like to get in here and do what you need to do. But you know, if you're just getting in to do the battery and stuff, it's not too bad. Let's take a look at it. Really nice headlights, and I love that they're kind of the warm white instead of the blue white. You know, that this is like the old incandescent type, so they have that nice kind of warm yellow color instead of the modern LED color. And look at those brake lights. Wow, those are cool looking. I don't know if you can see it, but they have little plastic slots over it. Very nice looking. It's got kind of a really cool, you know, retro looking at the same time. Kind of slightly modern too. It's like a very cool look. Let's test out that. Ooh, servos nice and quick. Let's get a little bit. Listen to that thing whine. I can tell it's got a lot of torque. It's got fairly good control down low. Yeah, you can feel the torque. Let me get my little test thing. My little indoor test rock. I don't know if it'll go over this or not. Might be too steep, but let's give it a try. This is kind of long to use on here, but let's see what happens. See if it's got enough. Probably going to high center on something this long, because this little test rig wasn't made for anything this long. I was just curious if it would do it. Well, what do you know? It's definitely got the torque to do it. That's not even an issue. Now the tires, they're super soft, which is nice, but they don't feel sticky. So that would probably be the one letdown that this has as far as the tires go. If you're gonna do like some serious crawling over, you know, like a lot of rock and stuff, you're probably going to want to replace these, you know, with some high racks, with some Proline high racks, and or at the very least the Injora high racks knockoffs, because I found them to be just about as good on the small models. In the 1/10 size, they're not good, but in the small model version of the Hyrax copies, the real miniature Hyrax ones are a different formula. They're not as soft as the big 1/10 ones anyway. The compound is different. And Injora compound is much more close to the same thing that Proline's using, at least in the testing I've done with them. They work very well, but in the full size ones, you know, I would get the real thing. And on my small crawlers, I've used both to try to compare them, and they seem pretty close. But yeah, you know, something like this, if you're going to do a lot of crawling over rocks, you're definitely going to want to upgrade the tires to something stickier. If you're just going to be driving this around, you know, like on dirt or whatever, these tires are probably fine. That's a great looking truck. And the power system in it seems to be pretty good. Now, this is it's got the power and torque to get over it. It's just a combination of my bad driving and this thing not really being meant for something this long. It's kind of getting hung up. But I think you get the point. I think this is a really awesome little truck, really. And I'm sure that there's some things that this will do because of that six wheel. You know, it'll probably get through stuff that the axials won't even get through, just because of the extra length and extra power in the rear. You know, but everything has limitations, whether it's 4-wheel, 6-wheel, whatever. In some circumstances it helps you, and in other circumstances it hinders you. It's the same thing with everything like that. But what a great looking little truck, huh? And I'm looking forward to trying it out on the out in the yard. Might do a couple little things to it to jazz it up some. I'm not planning on doing like major upgrading to this like I did to the axials. With this one, I'm going to pretty much keep it stock. Maybe do a little bit of stuff on it for detail. Something that you could do with these tires, if you don't want to spend money, is you could just modify them yourself. Cut out some of the lugs, and so they clean out better and get more grip. And do the WD-40 trick. But honestly, for what I'm going to use this for, I don't know if I want to switch these out or not. I do have more of the Hyrax style tires, but I don't have there's a tiny bit smaller, but I don't have all 6. I only have 4 of them. And I do have standard axial tires, which the RTRs, which are crap in my opinion. But unless you're just driving on flat ground. But yeah, I haven't decided whether I'm just going to switch these out to, you know, to something different, or just keep these. I might just keep these on here because I don't plan on doing anything too crazy with this. Boy, she's noisy. She likes to hum. Hear that ESC singing in there. But anyways, that's the FMS Atlas 6x6. I wanted to share that with you guys. It looks like a really cool truck. I love the look of it. You know, I'm just a sucker, like I said, for these kind of power wagon kind of looking trucks. I love that it has the lights already installed. I love that there's no body pins. That this nice details, nice little scale details. Very cool, and I hope you enjoy it too. Next thing I'll do is I'll try to get a little run video of it soon. But that's it for now. I hope you liked it, and if you do like what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned, there's always more to come. Riff out.